Hi everybody, I'm a dog groomer and tonight I am in my living room. I'd also like to point out that that is my 16-year-old Maltese mix down there. He follows me everywhere. And that is my dog chair. It was $700. And it's got Labrador retrievers all over it. And it's very old. But it still works. I have two of them. First I have to eat. I have to eat this because it's getting late and it's just sitting in the kitchen calling my name. It's taco salad with Doritos and no meat with beans instead with taco seasoning. It's really good. So as soon as I eat this real quick, we're going to get started with my Joann Fabrics haul. I got all kinds of stuff. I got some fabric for my Etsy shop. I have boy bandanas, and y'all gotta see this. Look how cute this is. This has roses and paw prints for girls. So this is gonna be girl bandanas for my Etsy shop, but we're not doing that tonight. Tonight we are making neck scrunchies with this fabric. Am I the only one? I'm so obsessed with fabric. I can't even stand it. Also, coming up too, I'm going to show you, I'm going to make dog necklaces, jewelry with beads, with heavy duty wire that won't break, that they can't chew. It's chew proof. I got all kinds of ideas that I'm going to bring y'all along with me while I decorate dogs. But these are ladybugs, and they are going on the scrunchies. I'm probably going to make little flower bows and then hot glue these in the middle. So let me hurry up and eat. I got pearls. These are going to be for their necklaces. I'm going to sell them in because I have a doggy neckwear shop next to my dog grooming shop. It's all the same building. But these pearls were half off at Joann's, and these are for the necklaces too. I'm going to make those on film too, but tonight we're going to focus on the scrunchies, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Why does this camera keep turning on by itself? This is my little buddy. His name is Harry, and we are going to dress him up. That's a wart on his eye. So just excuse him. He's an old guy. And just like us, they get lumps and bumps when they get old. So I'm going to do a scrunchie for him. And I'm going to use his collar to measure the elastic so we get the right size. And I'm disturbing him because he was sleeping. Okay, what you're going to need is I don't know, it depends on how many you want to make. At least a yard. You can make a couple of them, right? Give them to your friends. But anyway, get some fabric. Look, I am not a teacher and I am not a seamstress. I'm a dog groomer that makes dog neckwear. So this is all new. So excuse me because I don't even know how to talk on this phone thing. But anyway, I'm going to need a tape measure, my dog's collar, and this is his collar, and he's actually been wearing this over a month, and I think it's time he gets something new. Actually, it's still in pretty good shape. This thing's heavy duty, seriously. But we're gonna open this up, slide it off. I hate to throw it away. Isn't it cute? That's okay. We'll throw it in the trash. He's getting something new. What I need to do is measure some elastic, and I have elastic strips right here. I guess any elastic would work, but I like the 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch wide elastic strips. That's what we're going to use. And I need to find out how big to make this. So what I'm going to do, because okay, first we have to think Does this collar fit him? Because we do not want anything tight on their necks. Don't be one of those people that put tight stuff on your dog's neck, okay? Because they don't like it and they can't talk and they can't get it off. Don't make it tight. Think about that. Because once you put the fabric, once you put the ruffles around your collar, it's going to get tighter. So this is a collar that's a little bit loose with the room for 2 fingers inside, loosely fits him. Okay, it's not squeezing him to death. How many y'all people do that? I know, I've seen it. God. Okay, anyway. Let's just see how big we want this. So we're going to go all the way around, get the exact size of the collar. But then I'm going to probably add about an extra 1.5 inches to that. Because like I said, I want it a little bit bigger because the bulk of the ruffles is going to make this tighter. So add, like I would say, 1.5 inches, maybe even for a bigger dog, I would add 2 more inches to it because those ruffles are going to be bigger. Okay, and we're going to snip this. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to double this length. I didn't really need that. I didn't need this. I thought I did, but not really, because I have this mat that I can measure on too. Also, excuse it, it's warped because I keep ironing on it and I know I'm not supposed to and I forget. And it warps fast, these things, if you get any heat on them at all. And I've replaced it a couple of times, but they're really expensive. Like this one was $50, so I'm not replacing it. It still works. And it's just this side that's warped. This side is fine over here. Anyway, so I'm going to double this. Let's measure this. Oh boy. You see my sublimation printer over there and my heat press? I'm learning how to do all that stuff. I made a really cute, hey, you guys want to see my tote bag? I'll show you. This is a Schnauzer tote bag I made last night. Isn't that cute? Look at that little guy. That little guy's riding in a pink car. And I designed it on Canva. And I made their bows with the little diamonds in them. It's a little faded though. I don't think I pressed hard enough with the heat press. Anyway, that's going over there. I'm really learning as I go. I mean, I've made these before, but I've made just a couple of these. But basically, what you want to do, you want to look at this collar and you want to say, how thick do I want this? I think I want it about this thick. Let's see. So I would say 2 inches. I probably want it 2 inches wide. So then I would double it and make it 4 inches. But then I would make it 5 inches for the seam allowance. That would add another inch. So I'm going to do a 5-inch strip. I'm going to cut a 5-inch strip. Hold on. I'm going to put everything in the description below because I know I'm going to be all over the place with this. So I do 5 inches wide for a small dog. This is going to be doubled, which will be, let me measure this, 15. So this, I'm going to just do this double the length so it's nice and fluffy. This is going to be 30. So 5 inches by 30 is what we want to cut out of our fabric. So I have my rotary cutter, and you can use scissors if that's what you like to use. I'm going to measure 5 inches. This is folded in half, so it'll just be double. It'll be plenty long enough. But we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I like everything. If you haven't noticed, if you've watched me before, I just like bright colors and I like glitter and sparkly stuff and foo-foo dogs and just pretty stuff. So, I mean, you can see my living room. Hold on, I'll show you my butterfly on the wall. It's just diamonds. Anyway, turn back around. So, not allowed to watch TV. YouTube doesn't like it, so we're going to face this direction. But anyway, what did I say? I said 30 inches. So we're going to do 2 15s, 5 inches by 30. I'm just going to cut this off right here. I could probably make a bow with it, rest of that. So save that, put that in my scrap pile. Just going to fold it this way with the right side touching. Put a couple pins in here. You know, humans aren't the only ones that can wear scrunchies. Did you know the dogs can wear scrunchies too? And they're really cute. You could actually, oh my God, if you have long hair, you could make matching scrunchies for yourself. You just have to adjust the size. But I mean, it's all basically the same thing. And even with the dogs, the sizes I'm giving you, it's adjustable because every dog is different and every dog has a different coat. Like some dogs might have super short hair and other dogs have very thick hair, like a Sheltie or a miniature pincher. Totally opposite hair. I'm using black thread. I guess you can use any thread you want because you're not really going to see it on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew right down this seam, right along the edge, but I'm going to leave maybe 2 inches on this end that I'm not sewing, and I'm going to leave 2 inches on this end that I'm not sewing. I'm going to leave those open. Back stitch. And sew right along the line. Okay, when you get to about 1.5 inches from the edge, just back stitch and pull out your fabric. Take my pins out. Snip off the strings. Well, you can put them on the floor or you can put them in the trash can, however you do it. I'm going to go get the trash can. I'm going to use this and I'm going to cut the edge off very carefully so that I don't take a chunk out of the thread. I can remember sewing in 7th grade. I mean, seriously, I did awful in school. I didn't make it very far. But I liked home ec. 7th grade. It was my favorite. It was the only class I ever liked in my life. Imagine that. So, we got that. And now, I'm going to get safety pins. Get some safety pins. We're going to need, well, we're going to need one. But get your safety pins. I'll be right back. What we're going to do, we're going to put the safety pin on the end of this fabric. And that's how we're going to turn this right side out. Okay, take your safety pin off and put your safety pin on the elastic strip. Okay, then put another safety pin on the other end, and you can just attach it to it. This is just going to keep it from getting lost down inside because you're going to have to feed this through the tube. So go ahead and put that through. Isn't it fun? I wish this was my real job. But that's what I'm working on. Maybe one day. I mean, there's nothing funner than going to Joann's and buying fabric. Seriously. My daughters are both grown and they are not interested in sewing. They do not care about sewing. They won't talk about sewing. So I figured I'm going to talk about it on YouTube. Okay, so you have it pulled, so you can go ahead and unattach this one. So now we have our elastic pulled through both sides. You see how the scrunchie is coming out? Okay, hold on here. I'm going to get some double-sided tape, and I'll be right back. Actually, though, let me go ahead and show you, because we don't want this elastic to get lost inside the tube. I'm going to go ahead and just hook it together for now, just to keep it out while I go get my two-sided tape. Okay, this is actually two-sided carpet tape, but I'm just going to use this to hold these elastic strips together while I sew them, because it can be really difficult, because you're going to want the two edges sewn together, and it's so small that it's just hard to work with. So I'm going to take that safety pin off, and I'm going to put this on this side. Don't lose the elastic strip inside. Hold on to it. That's frustrating. Okay, I got the tape off of that side. It's super sticky. So I'm just going to go ahead. This just holds it together while I sew it. I'm going to put this on the other side right underneath it and press. And I'm just going to snip off the edges there. Then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it together. Just going to stitch back and forth here a couple times. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, just to make sure it's on here good. Reverse, back and forth. It's not coming apart. All right, that's it. There you have it. And it doesn't have to be pretty, because nobody will ever see it. Also, I'm going to go ahead, actually, I guess while I'm sitting here. I used to have a couch that was on this wall, and it really scraped this up really bad. In case you're wondering what that is, just ignore it. I'm not rich. That's where the couch used to be. And I painted this wall pink, and it's very pretty. Hold on. Oh, boy. Don't look at the TV, and I'll let look at the TV. God damn it. I painted that wall pink. And I painted this wall pink. See the skull? I like skulls. But this wall I have not painted yet, so don't judge me. Look at your fabric and make sure that it's not twisted. Look at it and make sure this is the top. Make sure this is the top. And we just want to sew this seam together. So match your sides right there. You could pin it, but I'm not going to bother. But make sure that they match. Just put them together like this and sew straight down. Back stitch. Oh yeah, we don't need the zigzag. Let's put that back on normal. All right. We really could zigzag. I guess it doesn't really matter, but Anyway. All right, there is that. There is his scrunchie. Super cute. Now we gotta iron this. Hold on. Okay, snip off all the strings, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make a little crease. We're going to make a little crease. I'm going to fold this in because that's where we're going to close it up. About 1/4 of an inch. Just fold this edge together, and then we're going to iron it, and then we're going to put a seam in it. Now normally you want it to match. If you have blue thread, that will be better, but this is just an example. So I'm using, I have the bobbin thread, I think is white, and then the top thread is black. So it doesn't really matter because nobody's going to see this. So just make a crease here. And the funnest part is we're getting ready to dress it up. We have to make it fancy. Crease that. We don't want to iron this whole thing because if you iron it, it's not going to lay right on your dog. It's going to be creased, and we want it fluffy. Like I said, about 1/4 inch. Fold that in. And we're going to go sew it up, and then we are going to put embellishments on. Okay, now that I have the crease, I'm just going to sew up the edge right along the edge, as close as you can to the edge. Back stitch. Snip off the strings. I missed a spot. I'll be right back. Okay, snip off all the strings. Throw them on the floor, put them in your trash can, however you do it. Fluff it up. How cute is this? But this is not the best part, guys. It's super comfortable. It's going to fit perfectly. Might actually be a little big. I could have done a little tighter. See, that's the problem with making these things. It's hard to know exactly how they're going to turn out. So I'm going to get my hot glue gun, heat it up. All right, it's time to open up your buttons. Hold on. Just do this. Get a button. If you have, what are these called? Are they wire cutters? These things. Okay, you need these things. If you craft, you probably have them. Cut the end off. Then we're going to get a Dremel, and we're just going to sand it flat. It's pretty much, that came right off flat, but I'm still going to sand it a little bit anyway. Make sure it's flat. Okay, that's the buttons there. They get a Ziploc bag for those. I got my E6000. And now I have to decide. Where I'm. That's my iron. It's yelling at me. It'll shut itself off. All right. Just scrunching it up evenly. I guess this might, I don't know. Since this is where the seam is, I guess I'm going to do the opposite side. Right here. This is where I'm going to put my fancy stuff. Hold on. Decisions. I kind of like this one, but I don't know. Oh, there's an, okay, I was going to say I didn't see another one. There's two of those. I'm going to use two of those and a ladybug. I'm going to partially use the E6000 and partially use the hot glue because the E6000 is like heavy duty. And the hot glue I don't trust so much, even though it is Gorilla Glue. All right, I'm trying to make sure this is right in the, this will be right in the front here. Go ahead and check where your seam is. You don't want your buttons on the seam, so turn them around. Like I would put the seam towards the back. Nobody wants to look at the seam. There we go. Like that, maybe. Yeah, that'd be better. So, or that would be probably right here in the front. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to cover up the ladybug, so I'm going to put this ladybug right here. Put some E6000 and a little bit of super glue. That just helps it hold faster. I'm going to put it right here in the middle. You know, there's a big warning label on this E6000 saying it causes cancer. Think I should be worried about that? Put that on, a little bit of hot glue. And put that right there in the middle. Of course, the hot glue dries right away, but the E6000 takes a while to dry. All right, we got that one, that one, that one, and then we're going to put this one on. I don't want to cover up the ladybug though. Maybe I'll put it next to it. I don't want to cover it up. E6000, a little bit of hot glue. I'll put it right next to it. Now this E6000 does kind of, it leaves like kind of bubbles. Like you can't, of course you can't see it in the ladybug because it's not see-through. But it will leave little bubbles in there. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just saying. The hot glue doesn't do that. It's the E6000 that does that because, I guess because it's so strong. All right, we're going to let this sit for a few minutes and I'll be back. I usually say the E6000 might take about an hour to dry. Not all the way. It's still not fully dry, but I mean to be pretty well stuck on there. Give it about an hour. So we're going to take a little break here and come back and we're going to put it on my dog and you can see how cute he is. While I'm waiting for those cute little gems to dry, I'm going to jump over here and I printed out a glitter vinyl for my work shirt on Sunday. It says, Hot Dog's Dog Neckwear. Okay. Oh my God. How pretty is that? Look at that sparkle. Uh-oh. It's not all stuck down. So I'm gonna have to heat this back up. See, that's the thing. I did it, I actually did it for almost 2 minutes. And that's not enough time. So hold on, let me heat the iron back up. I'll go ahead and put more heat on the back. Maybe that'll help. I think we finally got it this time. Like 4 or 5 minutes it took to press this on. Press it on. I have my skeleton Shih Tzu shirt on with my hot dogs thing there. But this is better. Look how cute this is. I'm just going to wear these on Sundays because when I do walk-in nail trims and my bandana shop. Super cute. I hate to disturb this sweet little angel that's sleeping, but his scrunchie is ready. Excuse me, can I sit with you? Hello? Yeah. He's blind. Let's put this on. Let's show everybody how pretty. Good boy, it's perfect. Good job. Can I pick you up? Come here. Look. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look how cute. Super cute. This is why you don't want to iron these, because we want it to be fluffy and round. If you iron it, it'll be flat. But see, there's his diamonds and his ladybugs. Good boy, show everybody how pretty. Okay, lay back down. Shake it off. Thanks for watching. You know what, it looks to be just a little loose. I could probably put it on my other dogs. You can lay down. Go ahead. If I put it on my other dogs, they're a little bit bigger. But I think he likes it. Now, guys, be smart. Don't leave these on your dogs if you're not home. Don't put them in cages for 10 hours a day with nothing to do, because they will probably eat them, okay? These are for human entertainment. These are for taking pictures. These are for showing off on Instagram. Just be careful and be smart. Bye. I think he likes it. He's cute. There's the ladybugs.